this channel, guys. Today is one of the most exciting things that I've been looking forward to for a very, very long time, and that is to drive one of my ultimate dream cars. So you probably already figured that out by the title of this video, but I have a friend who has a 991 GT3 and beautiful spec, amazing car. I actually don't think I've seen it in person, but today we finally have an opportunity to take it out. So I'm gonna meet him, and we're gonna do a little bit of driving. I don't know if I'm gonna do a review and whatnot, but let's get there first, and then time for the GT3. Alright guys, so here's the 991 GT3 that I'm about to drive. So we're actually at a buyer's dealership right now, as you can see. Buyer's Porsche, all the good stuff over here. So we just met here just because it was convenient, and there's a good backdrop and we get to look at all the cars. So my friend Will said it would be fun to drive this thing around. So he's gonna be out in just a second. I can't really see. So he's gonna be out in just a second. I'm sort of wandering around. Honestly, it feels like freaking heaven right now. There's just a Cayenne sitting over here, a new one, which actually looks really nice. The blacked out tail lights. I guess the gunmetal isn't my favorite on the wheels, but lots of amazingly spec'd cars here. Panamera Turbo right there. I think that's the first new Panamera Turbo I've seen in real life. Looks amazing. This color is probably not my favorite. I feel like white with black wheels will look sick, but yeah. And there's a bunch of 991.2s over here. I think this is a GTS. No, it's a 4S, not a GTS. What am I talking about? I don't know. And over here, beautiful spec. And this car is a pretty penny, even in silver. Like my least favorite color, like just plain old silver normally. These cars really, really pull it off. 194 grand. Wow. Love the wheels, love everything. I mean, these things are faster than most. Here comes another. I don't know if that's a customer or what, but inside this color I haven't seen. It's called Chalk, and that is a GTS. You can see it right behind the first wheel, the front wheel there. That is an amazing spec. It's kind of like Nardo. And this, I guess this is a hybrid because there's green lettering. I think that's what they normally do. Yeah, it is a hybrid, so looks pretty cool. Guys, we are in the 991 GT3 and I'm in manual mode. I've been driving around this thing for a few minutes here, 5 to 10 minutes. Thank you so much for letting me drive this. Grateful to have friends like you that let me drive their Porsches. First thing that is noticeable about this car is the transmission obviously this is the PDK that comes in the GT3s, and I'm having a hard time explaining what I'm trying to explain right now because this car is so amazing. And one thing that I was learning from driving this car is I'm shifting too much. The biggest thing about this car that I'm pretty much gonna sort of remember and reiterate is the transmission. The PDK is so fast, so fun, so exciting. Downshift to 6,000 and go around the turn. And like, it has way more in it. And I'm already shifting to fourth when I really don't even need to. So my dream car has come true. I guess really this is just going to be a driving impression video because I'm not a great car reviewer. I'm just going to be driving, you know, one of my dream cars on a few little back roads around here. I guess you could call them back roads, but we're just out here enjoying ourselves. And this car, I would say something, whether it's the suspension setting in the harshest setting or if it's in sort of the regular setting, it's not as hard as I thought it would be. So I mean, honestly, if I'm driving my M3 downtown, it's unbearable in the hard setting. But this one in the hard setting on normal roads is definitely doable. It makes me feel like I could daily this car if I really wanted to. So hopefully I'm in the position to do that eventually. But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna pull a Doug DeMuro on this video and just sort of talk to you guys and explain like how race car-y this is. And unfortunately, we're sort of right behind a station wagon that we can catch up to way too easily. I want to say like the next biggest thing is the fact that like it can do that much more. I mean, you're driving around and like, I'm not normally too aggressive, but even just hammering a little bit on it, you know that it's got so much more in it. And what's cool is in manual mode, you actually have to grab both pedals, both levers on the steering wheel to go into neutral because it's a dual clutch. On a first gear pull here, lost some traction. It's just way too fun, and I'm going a lot faster than the speed limit. And that's one of the things is you honestly, like everyone says, you're in a sports car and you don't feel how fast you're actually going. You're going way faster. But to be honest with you, this is definitely the worst case for that example of going like literally 100 and feeling like it's 50, which could get you in some pretty big trouble. So let's do another move here. I'm loving it. And my reaction is to let go of the pedal. Man, the Alcantara is really nice, but as everyone says, it's like, it's so, you know, you have to keep it so nice. It's a lot more upkeep as far as like maintenance goes. You know, with leather, if I have a sweaty butt or something, you sort of just, you know, keep it clean. I'm actually going the speed limit, which is nice. Alright, so this is one thing that is really cool about this car. Is actually, what's not cool is how low it is. Where's the button? This button. There's a button here that raises the front end. Okay, good. And it's super quick, and you just have to be going under 30 miles an hour. You press the, you know, obviously you just press the button and it raises it right up. So when you're going over railroad tracks, I do want to turn right here. And when you're going over railroad tracks or a speed bump or whatever it happens to be, that's so convenient. And then what's really cool, I didn't even know that any car with this raising feature had it. I just was never around one to even think about it, is that it turns off or it goes back down as soon as you go above 30 miles an hour, which is super cool. So you just press it once as soon as you're going over something, and then you continue on your way. You don't have to worry about raising it back up or driving on the highway. I'm gonna do a little launch from here. There's lots of little launches here, I'm noticing. And that does an extremely quick 0 to 35. Extremely quick. I know, it sounds like we're going way faster. Definitely not going faster than 35 or 40 or whatever speed. I actually thought that little van right there was a cop, which made me scared for a second. But all in all, I'm sorry, I'm really speechless. This is not a good review. This is just my impressions of a car that I've wanted to drive for so long. Beautiful spec, amazing drive. The four-wheel steering or the rear-wheel steering, I've never experienced that before, and it's so cool. Let alone everything else about this car. The transmission is something that people rave about, and there's a reason that they rave about it. Completely understand. If you don't want a manual, this is definitely a great second choice. So thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate being able to drive this car. So grateful, and I'm grateful for you guys. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.